Today we're at a very busy Bryce Canyon Visitor Center. We're going to do a bike and hike. Well, we're looking for Sunset Lookout. I was duly warned that parking is a problem there. But I am patient and I'm good at cheating, so see what we can find. Alright, so we've got our hiking duds on and we're going to go find the Navajo Loop trailhead. My apologies in advance for any heavy breathing. We're at 8,000 feet. We're going to drop to about 7,400, and even at 7,400 that's a pretty high elevation for me. So let's get an overview of where we're going to be hiking. All those structures right across the way are called hoodoos. And our trail, I think you might be able to see it, takes us right along all the hoodoos. It's about a 3-mile loop called Navajo Loop. Let's try to get the hike portion of this underway. I'm not certain, but it appears I'm going to the wrong way. Who knows? It's not very well marked, so I'm just going to go wherever my nose points to. Go right ahead. I hit the lottery. I'm behind a busload of Japanese tourists.
야, 남학생 거기 서 스톱. 내가 보여야지. 내가 보여야지. 그치?
Now we can.
자, 하나, 둘. 하나, 둘.
So we're supposed to get thunderstorms late this morning or early afternoon, so this ought to be fun to climb back up later on. Well, we started up where those pine trees are. I'd say we're about halfway down. We got a little archway to walk through. Rev bomb.
주영이 잘 간다. 결국 끝까지 가는구나.
You want to take the book bag?
Go ahead. Thank you. Thank you, sir. How much for a ride?
완전 정상적으로 찍었어. 진행하면 계속 해. 하나, 둘, 셋.
Is this your Monica? Remember you're wearing white shorts. It's not wet, so it won't stain my clothes.
Nice car, yeah.
And here's another tree just right here. In the middle path.
Looks like we're heading down into a wash. Just keeps getting more and more amazing.
Is it always there? Do you know where it is? It's fine.
So I made a detour and I have no idea what trail I'm on. So at some point I'm going to whip out the GPS so I can reconnoiter a actual loop out of this instead of having to backtrack. Well, I'm about a mile or so into this thing, mile and a half, something like that. And I finally found a spot where there's no people. I didn't think, with the amount of people that were coming down the trail, I didn't think that there'd be any empty spots, but a lot of people I think go and out and back, you know, maybe go a quarter mile or so, or just whatever interesting point, and turn around and go back. Just so you know, I am wearing the appropriate footwear. Definitely would not be a motocross boot hike. You'd have to helicopter me out of here. So that's kind of up close and personal with a hoodoo. They kind of look like people. That's why they call them hoodoos. Hoodoo there. Like head and shoulders at the top and body at the bottom. Lots of people watching. Back on trail again. That's where we break off of Navajo and go to Queen's Garden. This gives us another mile to our hike today. So hoodoos, like the ones behind me, the Native Americans thought that these were people who had done bad things in life, and they were turned to stone and were meant to watch over all the others in their frozen state, I guess, kind of like Sodom and Gomorrah turned to pillars of salt kind of thing. Some pretty angry looking clouds up there. So we're almost 3 miles into this, and I've heard, it's like the UN. I've heard a lot of accents. I heard Japanese, Italian, French, I think German, I think probably Portuguese. Tons of different accents. And yes, English in the American version. But lots of different people here. Crybaby Canyon. Trying to take one more rest before actually I've only taken one sit down rest, but trying to take one rest before we strike up the switchbacks to the Sunset Point again. That's a lot of elevation in a very short period of time. Well, I've been waiting for a good time to jump into the trail here, but it doesn't seem like there's ever a good one. So whether I'm holding somebody up or racing somebody from behind, I'm just gonna start walking. So I'm a little bit off track. I either may come up at a different viewpoint, or if I can find a different trail, which on the GPS it looks like there is one, but see how we make it. So we made it up out of the canyon, and we're not quite home yet because we're at a completely different waypoint or viewpoint than we were at before. I think we're in about 3 miles as the crow flies away, and total canyon hike today was about 4 miles or so, and got sidetracked, and like I said, I ended up at a different waypoint. So we'll work at getting back to the bike and finding the campsite for tonight. Well, we found an easy path right along the rim to get back to the bike. So there is a little interconnecting path. Well, we made it back to the bike. We'll get gear put back on and get on the road. Well, that's it for my bike and hike. I got to outrun this storm. Thanks for watching. Please comment, subscribe, like, and share. Adios.